There I am. There I am. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another live stream, another show. I don't know why my button wasn't clicking there, but it's fine. Listen, technical difficulties, guys. Technical difficulties. Just let us be, man. You know what I mean? We're not Sky Sports. Yeah, we're not TNT Sports. We're not BN Sports. It's SARS Football Corner Studios. Do you know what I mean? But guys, welcome back. I don't know what's going on to my freaking thing, man. Do I have to put the freaking this up? I don't know. I'm gonna fix it anyway. Let me bring on the boys anyway. But welcome back to Gooner Lounge. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Because everybody is tuned in nice and early. Because everybody that is watching on the replay. We are here today to obviously talk about the game that happened yesterday. We are also going to be talking about the Rodri injury. Merino apparently back in the gym and soon going to be back on the grass. So he could be returning very soon, guys. We could see Merino come back very, very soon. But make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel and getting that all done, guys. Let me introduce the guests joining me today on the Gooner Lounge. We have Matchday Guru in the building. We have T in the building, and the T stands for Turkish. We have the Australian Martin in the building. And last but not least, the fraud himself. Man like Ash is in the building. What a guy, bro. What a guy, bro. Big up, man. Big up. You already saw
always
him
with the slander, man.
Long?
Always with the slander, this guy.
No, because me and Ash are
always.
just like, you know what I mean? He's continuously trying to call me out and trying to
Only when you have fraudulent takes like the Martinelli one.
This Martinelli take. You see, he brings it up, bro. I don't even need to say nothing and he still brings it up. Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Got it.
But
bro, this
anyway,
happened since Ash and Saad started. You know what I'm saying? The show. Ever since they started the show, bro, it all went downhill, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mo, you fraud. Mo, I hope you stub your toe on the side of a freaking wardrobe. You fraud.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's in the chat as well, bro.
Hold that.
Welcome back, Visca.
Welcome back, Visca. How was it when you got slapped?
How was your Saturday? Huh?
Oh, we love to see it, man. Radio taking L's.
Hold
Stub your toe, you fraud. Stub your toe. You know when you hit your toe off something and then you're like, ah. That's what I wanted. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel, guys. We are here to talk about the game yesterday. Obviously, drew 2-2 with Manchester City at the Etihad. Didn't end the way we wanted it to. But listen, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how all the City players are rattled. How I've never seen Haaland like that after a game, completely rattled. The only other time I saw that was I saw Haaland like that was when Chelsea got that when they didn't allow Chelsea City to go for that Jack Grealish goal. Do you guys remember when they got called back? That's the only time I ever saw Haaland like that. He's obviously rattled. Same exact thing with Bernardo Silva. This guy is a certified bitch. He's moving like a bad bee with these subliminals and these freaking sitting here with these side backhanded compliments and all this shit. Like, bro, it's very weird. It's very weird, bro. So,
bro, you know what's funny? What he said about Liverpool, right? When
yeah,
Liverpool went 10 men down against them, it was like what 2018, I think. 2017 maybe.
And they got smashed
Yeah.
5-0.
They got slapped 5-0, bro. So fuck out of here with those comments, dude.
But what do you expect from people who are frustrated? They cannot beat us in the last 5 games, bro. These guys
4
are
games,
rattled.
yeah.
These guys are fuming, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you see how Bernardo Silva moved, if you see what Haaland did after they scored, he picked up the ball and threw it against Gabriel's face when he had the shirt in front of his face. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and you know why FA can't do anything about that? Apparently, it's because quote unquote, it's the VAR checked it, and apparently they can get involved in yellow cards and stuff like that. So the FA can't do anything about it. They can fine him. So okay, I see how it is.
By the way, Visca, you are chatting out your ass, bro. Because 3 hours of complaining about the ref. LFC fans don't do that, brother. Go back to the post match
Spurs
and go back to the post match videos about after that Spurs game, bro. That was a week. That was 2 weeks. That was a month. That was 6 months. we were hearing about that Spurs game, bro. So real due respect, Visca, relax, bro. You're doing too much now. This ass kissing for Liverpool is nuts, bro. It stinks. The agenda stinks for Arsenal. It's mad. Anyway, I said that I needed to get one person on here, especially because I wanted to hear from him first. Martin, how you doing, my brother? You good?
Good, gentlemen. I'm a little disappointed. I think we've gone behind now for the first time all year for about 14 minutes, I think, from my calculations. This is the first time we've been down, and the reactions from Arsenal fans after that goal went in for Man City was across the board. And it didn't happen in our chat group, but everywhere else I saw, everyone was losing their absolute mind, saying the season's over. There's no way we're coming back. There's no way we're scoring at Man City. Blah 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 blah. And then Calafiori steps up with what can only really be described as a unbelievable shot out of nowhere. Like it's not anything anyone expected. I think Edison was expecting it. Like we were supposed to kind of just be like tentatively tapping it around, and he just went, this is easy, boys. Blam. And he had a confidence to his game that I think is actually going to help us a lot, because he's coming from this like Italy Euros, like best player type stuff, and his form is incredible. So despite that Savinho nice little turn that he did on him, I think he had an incredible game, especially as a debut for us, starting debut. And there's all kinds of ridiculous stats out there. You know, people are trying to shape this game into whatever they want, saying, yeah, you know, Timber didn't make a successful pass. But when you watch a compilation of all these touches, he actually made several passes that there was a challenge for the ball when the player got to it or whatever. Like, I think most of those would have counted like 5 or 6, but it's not that kind of game. We're trying to do our thing. We're trying to stop them doing their thing. And it was a battle of that first half was probably one of the best first halves we've seen in a long time from just enjoyment standpoints. It was kind of like City were playing us off the park a little bit. There was that niggle with Rodri going down, trying to get Havertz sent off. You could tell from early it was going to be special. And I'm so disappointed that there was a red card given for these time wasting things. Trossard said that he didn't even hear the whistle. So, you know, what are we doing here? Why are we trying to go down to 10 men for time wasting activities? Like red cards, you know, I've been watching football a long time. I'm an old guy, right? But red cards are supposed to be for 2 violent conduct actions or like, you know, very strong actions. Time wasting yellow cards are a fairly recent thing. And the fact that you can do them so easily now, anyone can get sent off. Martinelli can get sent off for a couple of barges too in the same play, et cetera, just leaves a really nasty taste in the mouth. So it's taken away my enjoyment for the Premier League, and it's made me think that I only really want to win the Champions League now. So overall, it's been a bit disappointing. Like how it could have been an amazing second half. It could have been like 4-3. We could have been going all out for it because we had a lead, but City were going to come at us, and with 11 men, we weren't going to sit back. So it was going to be absolute blockbuster cinema. But anyway, we're here. We got out of there with one of the craziest defensive displays. Like I haven't watched a more painful game that second half. I had to watch it without sound for most of it because the commentators were saying some stupid shit. And I was on a phone call for 20 minutes of it. I wasn't complaining. I was like, I'm just watching the same thing on repeat. It's like, they get the ball back 5 seconds later and they do the same thing. So hopefully everyone got what they wanted out of that from the ref standpoint. And we can move on with all the Man City players trying to frame the game in some kind of way that we're not Liverpool, we're not mentality monsters, and we came to get a draw. It's just showing how weak they are, actually how rattled they are, and you know, more power to us because we're still not in our final form yet. We're still just doing things to get by. We're changing our formations to play each game, and it shows a kind of flexibility that not many other teams do that just come out and play their way and just hope for the best. We're doing something that we kind of always begged Wenger to do. We're just kind of, you know, when you need to defend, and when you need to attack, and like, you know, play each team properly and try and find weaknesses in them rather than just going like, let's go make some art and hope that it works out. So, yeah, I think we're maturing, and all that doomsday stuff about us being 8 points behind City by this point didn't come true. We should actually be top of the league, which is kind of crazy considering the like hard games we've had to play. So if we can get into some easy games now and just relax a little bit, play some fluid, nice football, keep control of it, not have 30 shots in our goal in one half, then That's all I can ask for. We're doing all that we can at this point, and hopefully some of the boys come back from injury soon, and we can get some Merino action, and Odegaard will be back hopefully soon. So just got to survive until then. And I saw some promising signs of us playing good football without Odegaard in that second half against Man City once Rodri went off. And I don't want Rodri to be injured. I'm not going to celebrate his injury. I think that I'd rather beat Man City with all of their players intact, but it is what it is. And we found a way to play that I think is going to be interesting. We were moving it around quite well, and we're using what I called Timber playing right back and Calafiori left back on Mo's stream a couple of months ago when we signed him. And I got a lot of abuse from the Ben White folks, but I think Ben White still has a weakness 1v1, and we saw it in the final action of the game where he was kind of skinned a little bit for the cross. So maybe we'll see that going forward. Timber right back, and we'll start to see a little bit more complex play from our fullbacks. Because Calafiori going forward, where he picks it up, the way he looks forward is great on the left-hand side, and his defense is perfect. And Timber's got that mix of, personal defensive capability and close control and skill. So him and interacting with Saka is going to be really fun to watch.
He's insane, bro.
I think I said a lot.
Timber is actually insane, and I think all of our defenders are insane. All of them.
Yeah.
Even for that whole stint of what they've done. Ben White coming on with an injury, Kivior being able to come in and keep the shape. Even though when me and Ash were sitting there, we questioned it. We were like, "Oh, Kivior coming on, is he going to be able to hold the shape? Where's he going to go?" Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think.
David Raya, unbelievable. He nearly pulled off the most ridiculous no-look leg save for that goal. I don't know if you saw it, but he nearly flicked it out. And if he'd done that, I would have just flipped everything in the house and just run around naked.
I would have gone crazy. I would have been knee sliding on concrete, bro. It'd been nuts. Knees bleeding and shit, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, nearly.
But yeah, it's crazy. Guru, how you feeling, bro? I'm gonna leave me and Ash till the very last because we've already spoken previously, so people pretty much know what we think. I want to get you guys' thoughts because you guys weren't on the watch along. So, Guru, what's your thoughts on this game as a whole, man?
To be honest, I was super deflated after the game. Felt like we were robbed and all that. I understand the Trossard second yellow is probably very soft, but I watched the clip of that like 50 times today. And the thing for me is, ever since Arteta said those things in the press conference, if you guys remember, is a disgrace.
Newcastle.
Ever since
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Ever since then, bro, they got our name in a book. You know what I mean? Any chance they can get to punish us, they will. And so our players just have to be more careful, especially after the Rice sending off. And like on one hand, I can understand, Trossard didn't have much time when the whistle was blown. But I feel like he didn't need to kick the ball, especially after he committed that foul. It's like maybe just take your time with it, kind of thing, But yeah, I shouldn't say those words in that order.
That's the wrong words to say right now, bro. That sunk in my head, bro. It's in the back of my head.
I will say though, like looking back at it, super proud of the boys last night. I feel like I haven't felt this way about this team in a long time. And by that, I mean, like, I obviously always back the boys since 2002, right? But there's this feeling I get when I watch Arsenal now. And I feel like a young me is back. You know what I mean? I feel the passion and the energy that these players have. Whereas before, I mean, we've all seen the doom days. You know what I mean? Didn't really feel that connection with the club. Obviously, still always wanted us to win, but didn't feel that connection. But I do now. 2 years running. And to be honest, the game should have been very different, but it wasn't. And aside from the last minute, those 54, 55 minutes, absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. The way we held our shape. I was just sitting at my desk, just, head in my hands the whole time. Just screaming at the boys, get in shape. Because what else can you do against a City team? Real Madrid literally did that. They didn't even have a man down. It shows you the quality of City, but shows you the mental strength that we now have as well. I feel like 2 years back, even though we were in the title race, that's not happening. So yeah, I'm proud, man. I'm proud of the boys. Disappointed still by the result because we should have taken 3 points, but I don't know. The last thing I would say is the Cronkies have to back this manager in January. We need a couple more attacking options if we are going to win this league, because 1 or 2 injuries and you see what happens, right? So even if it's not the best quality, maybe if it's just like a loan, 6-month long loan, it's fine. Just get a little bit more depth, because if we are in all comps, then we're gonna need it. Because right now you even see Neto he can't play for the Carabao Cup games, so Raya is probably gonna have to start again because the other guy, what's his name, James something, he's injured. Tommy Setford's injured as well. No, James is not injured. Sorry, Tommy Setford is injured. So Raya might have to play this game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's all right though. It's just keeping, but yeah, we've got to separate ourselves from the conversation about refs because it's impossible to talk ball and talk refs at the same time. I don't actually think that Trossard fouled Bernardo. Like Bernardo's turned his back.
No, that's not a foul.
Stationary.
Yeah, I don't think it's a yellow, but I
mean, I don't even think it's a foul. Like he should be allowed to challenge for the ball there. He's just trying to head the ball. If Bernardo is standing there with his back turned, ready to fall over, that's a completely.
I will say, like, if that's a foul, then Holland on Saliba is also a foul. Holland on Partey is also a foul.
Yeah.
Silva actually did that to Timber, if I'm not mistaken, but it's kind of soft, but still. There were plenty of yellows they could have gotten as well.
League. You're not supposed to just stand there and just like wait for impact and fall to the ground. But like it was already past the end of the time. There's so many reasons why we shouldn't be suffering a man down that point. But I don't want to see this happen in any game. I don't want to see it happen to any of our opposition. I don't want to play against a team who's had a man sent off for just tapping a ball away. It's 3 seconds of time wasting. Add 3 seconds onto the end of the game and keep the extra man. You already add time on for like people going down, fake injuries and stuff. So I don't know. It is what it is.
Oh,
it
was 2 minutes over the stoppage limit. So
yeah,
that's the
that as well. After having played 35 minutes of open play, which is the highest we've seen in a half this season, so we still got 7 minutes added on. Whatever. The thing is, like, you just need to finish the conversation with the refs, because we just have to be more careful now, because there's no chance. Like, I could list 18 things that happened against all kinds of teams last season. I can maybe name one against City where it was, I think Grealish had a breakthrough, but the ref blew the whistle. That's it. That was literally the only thing that happened to them last season. Whereas United have suffered, Liverpool have suffered, probably even Tottenham have suffered, to be honest. But City,
yellow cards for this stuff is one
what
thing.
it is.
But like, apparently, we've had 18 red cards since Arteta's been here, and the next closest team has 7 red cards. So we've had 11 more red cards than the nearest team, and it's easy to feel like you're targeted then as a team, right? Like there doesn't seem to be consistency, which is all that we really need.
Yep.
Okay. T. Thoughts on the game, my brother? Thoughts on the game? Thoughts on how he played?
First of all, I was surprised with the way we played. I thought we would go defensive, park the bus straight away. But we actually went there to play football in the first half, and I really like to see that. It was looking a little bit shaky at the beginning, especially when they scored. You can see Gabriel was trying to cover for Calafiori when he got skinned by Savinho, which led in him being out of position for that Haaland run. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it can happen like that against City, especially. But after that, and especially after the Rodri injury, speedy recovery, and also shout out to the people who left at the Ødegaard injury. This one's for you. But especially after the Rodri injury, we took full control. We were playing much better. We looked much more comfortable on the ball, and it almost didn't look like we were at the Etihad. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those situations where we looked really good, and we also got, you know what I'm saying, we got full control, and we got and then we scored 2 goals. And then what happened is stoppage time happened. We were 2 minutes over the stoppage time, and what did Trossard do? The biggest mistake he could have done in this game. Okay, we are already 2 minutes over the limit. You didn't have to do this. Okay, you're my guy. Trossard is my guy. I always fight for this guy. This guy is, you know what I'm saying, one of our most biggest surprises that we had in the last few years. You know what I'm saying? 25 million bargain for this guy, but bro, you need to make better decisions. Okay, this is not the first time that you've did something stupid. Okay, this is a few times now, and at this moment in time, you are a veteran. You are one of the veterans in our team because we don't have much old people. You are one of the older players. You are supposed to be, how should I say? Um,
Mature.
you need to set an example for the younger players. You know what I'm saying? Like Nwaneri, like Skelly. And what are you doing? The most dumbest thing you can do because you lost your head. I fully blame Trossard on this because after what happened with Rice, we cannot give the referee a choice to make. When we give them a choice to make, these things can happen. And what did we do? We gave them the choice. And what did Michael Oliver do? Khalas, here, red card. It's as simple as that. It was dumb. He didn't have to do this because like I said, we were already 2 minutes over the stoppage time limit. So the game was gonna stop eventually. Maybe one more long ball and that's it. But because of your one mistake, you killed the whole flow after the Rodri injury when we were finally getting into a groove, so to say. And after that, he completely ruined it. In the second half, we had to defend, full park the bus, and I just want to say big up to the guys. I think they did an amazing job, and it was just 1 millisecond of lapse of concentration
Yep.
that cost us the goal at the end. And I actually thought we were going to do it. I actually thought this is going to end 2-1. These guys are going to do it because the way that we kept our shape, the way we were sharp, they were doing amazing things. But like I said, one lapse of concentration and we conceded. I feel like we lost 2 points. I don't feel like this is 1 point gained because we were actually better than them. And I just want to finish off my segment of my part by saying this. I do not fear Manchester City. What I do fear is how other teams will play against Manchester City.
Yeah,
I
true.
personally do not fear them as an Arsenal team because we got their number. At this moment in time, we got their number, bro. They cannot beat us, bro. They cannot beat us. It's as simple as that. It's been 5 games and they only scored like 2 or 3 goals against us. 3 goals, I think. And they couldn't beat us. So at this moment in time, bro, of course they're rattled. Of course Bernardo Silva is gonna do those subliminal messages. Of course Rodri is gonna talk smack. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys at this moment in time do not have a way to beat us. Okay? And normally I am the humble guy. Normally I am the realistic guy. But this is what I see as realistic at this moment in time, bro. We got their number. They are rattled. And I cannot wait to play them again. That's how I feel right now. I am not in a feeling of, oh, thank God we played City. Now we can finally play someone else. No. At this moment in time, bro, I would love to play them again. Wallahi,
Bring
I
them
would
on
love
next
to play
week.
them again. Wallahi, I would play them again. Because, like I said, bro, these guys are this amazing, unbeatable Pep Guardiola. Nah, bro, we got their number, bro. 5 games. They couldn't beat us. And at the Emirates, I'm guaranteeing you right now, normally I do not do those chest stuff. But bro, I really think we're gonna smack them at the Emirates, bro. Especially if they play like this, it's over, bro. Like I said, I do not fear Pep. I do not fear Manchester City at this moment in time as an Arsenal team. The only thing I fear is how other teams play against them, not us, because we do our job, in my opinion. And without Ødegaard, the performance that we put up before the red card, bro, that's all I have to do. That's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
No, 100%. Listen, I think you guys have given some very good explanations and obviously opinions on how the game went. For me, first of all, listen, I'm happy for how the boys played, how the boys fought for each other, and I agree with what Guru said, bro. There's a different fight that I'm seeing from the team, bro. Like, these men would die for each other, bro. Like that's what managers ask for. You go out there, you die for one another, bro. If somebody fucks up, you are there, bro. You are there. Even if they fuck up and you have to start sprinting, bro, and you could pull a muscle, you fucking go. Doesn't matter because he's fucked up now. You have to get in front of it. You have to get in the way of it. You have to try and stop it because this is it now. There's none of this. None of this. Oh, it was his fault, bruv. I'm just gonna leave it. And if it fucks up, that's him, bro. That's not on me. It's not my fault that he let the ball go. No, bro. If he lets the ball go, you have to go because you don't want to compromise the defense. You are part of the defensive line. And this is something that he's instilled into them, bro. Winning duels, staying consistent, and just having each other's backs, bro. This is what he spoke about when this whole first fucking this all or nothing documentary came out and we were all clowning it. He spoke about that stuff, and we're sitting there probably thinking, "What the fuck is this guy talking about, man? Why is he doing this shit from now? We need to start winning. We need to start going crazy. We need to start get better, and we're not getting better. And we're not getting better." But now, when you see the fruits of his labor finally about to come down, and he's about to we're about to see the fruits of his labor, bro. You can see what he's talking about, bro, because it's right in front of us. Now, for all of the brain dead mutants, for all of the brain dead people, and Bernardo Silva is included in this because he is a brain dead piece of shit. He's clearly headed too many balls, and he's clearly headed too many balls. And something's happened. Checking for a concussion and checking for everything. Yeah, I just want to show you guys a small preview. When you have a man down and you are at the Etihad and you give entertaining football, this is the result, people. This is the result of entertaining football when you are a man down and you go out and play football.
I need to clap for that, bro. Sad.
When you go out and play football, that is the result for entertaining football. What we done is we actually got points. These motherfuckers went out and got laced. And just because Pep and Bernardo Silva sit there and say, "Oh, we respect them because they come to us and they actually want to play football."
No, Saad, you need to say it right, bro. We didn't get a point. City got a point.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
We didn't get a point, bro.
100%. Because we actually lost a point. We lost 2 points. So
yes,
we are actually the ones who are angry. City fans were the ones who were screaming. Bro, City fans were the ones that were sitting there. City fans were the ones that were sitting there and were the ones that were screaming at a camera like they just scored in the Champions League final and just won the Champions League final. That's how these men were celebrating after that. Are you telling me that little Arsenal, that they like to call a small, tiny club, had them stretching out, bro? Had them going crazy. And also, let me just bring this up. Tash says, "Well done, Saad. You won the We Drew at Etihad trophy." Motherfucker, have you ever won at the Etihad when you were doing your little Klopp and fucking your Klopp and Pep rivalry? Did you ever win at the Etihad?
Once. They won once.
Not the Premier League. No, Premier League.
Yeah, it was in the Champions League. Yeah, it's in the Champions League.
It was Champions League.
We don't care about the Champions League.
When City were robbed
about the Champions League,
second goal.
bro. We don't care about the Champions League, bro. I'm caring about the Premier League and these title races that these men were just bridesmaids constantly. But these Liverpool fans want to now hype up and start chatting in my ear. Oh, why are you going there? Give us such a boring game. Go fuck yourselves. The only ones that I respect.
Why do you think?
The
Why do
only
you think
ones that
they're
I
here?
respect, bro. The only ones that I respect. The only Liverpool fans that I respect. The only Liverpool fans I respect are the ones that were slating Man City, because they're the ones that have true hatred for Man City. The other ones who are all buddy and want Man City to win because they're brain dead and they have such a hatred for Arsenal for some weird fucking reason, like as if we've ever been rivals in our lives. Motherfuckers, you're too young. You weren't even seeing us when we were all fucking rivals, bro. When Liverpool and Arsenal were actually going for it in the late 80s, bro. Did you see that? No, because all of you are younger than me, bro. And I didn't see that. So none of you have seen that. This whole thing, yeah, it absolutely goes, it's just insane to me how people will sit there and criticize us for sitting back in the second half when the first half we went toe-to-toe with City in their own ground and scored 2 goals on top of them and was winning the game. But people want to sit there. Big up to Aaron, because Aaron actually saw it. Big up Aaron. Aaron is actually an OG, bro. Aaron's an OG. Aaron's an OG.
Aaron is the only Liverpool fan I
could
respect
believe
right
that.
now. He's the only
Bro,
one.
Aaron, I think he was at that game. Were you at that game, Anfield 89, bro? I think he was. He was at the game, Anfield 89, bro. So,
yeah, but you know what happens with a lot of the Liverpool fans? They want credit, but then when you say, okay, you're going to win the league, they're like, no, we're not very good. Don't put us in those title talk conversations. So, like, just shut up then. Like, if you're not in the title race, it's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
no, they just don't want to feel insecure about the fact that they only won 1 trophy against Manchester City, and they just don't want us to win more trophies than them. Because how embarrassing would that be to bring in Klopp and to win less league titles than Mikel Arteta, bro? You know what I'm saying? Even 1 league title would be embarrassing, because this is a novice versus a world-class coach. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what? And Tash, don't bring up when did you last win the Prem, because you were sitting on 30 years, broski. 30 years with no league title. Big bad Liverpool.
No, they forget
bro.
that. They forget that because it's not related to the context, right? Bro, they
this is the thing. Liverpool fans have forgotten what they were, bro. They've
You know what's
forgotten
funny?
the dark ages because they won 1 league title. Just one.
You know what's funny? I think most of us can say that we've seen more league titles than Tash.
Yes.
Right?
100%. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There you go.
But either way, let me move on to Ash and get his thoughts on the game, because I just wanted to point out the fact that these men are just chatting shit on the internet. I'm gonna call it out because I feel like it's my place as an Arsenal fan and the host of the show. I've already given you guys my thoughts, and you've heard it on Ahawa, and you've heard it here. And listen, I was happy with them fighting for the team, yeah. And I gave you my thoughts on these stupid idiots that are on the internet chatting absolute shit for no reason. Ash, give us your thoughts, please.
Yeah, I mean, look, yesterday after the game, I was obviously upset because I mean we lost, like we didn't. It feels like a loss, but we drew in the last few seconds. So that obviously hurts at any game, no matter who you're playing. To concede a late dagger like that, but the reality is, like, it is a very good point at the Etihad, and I think we played an excellent game. I think that first half, I think we were the better team. Yeah, they started well in the first 20 minutes. They had us on ropes. That Savio move versus Calafiori was a very good move, good through ball to Erling Haaland. Amazing finish by Haaland as well. The guy just toe poked it, so he's got like a different catalog of finishes. But after that, we grew into the game. That Martinelli goal, the Calafiori goal for me, like, I think that was coming because of the way we played. I'm going to just speak about it really quick because people are like, oh, yeah, he called the captains over, so he should have waited. Yeah, the guy did wait. Thomas Partey didn't just kick the ball while he was speaking to Kyle Walker and Saka. They walked away. Kyle Walker turned towards Partey. Michael Oliver turned towards Partey, and that's when Partey kicked it. Unless you're telling me Michael Oliver has to sit and wait for Kyle Walker to go to the right back position, and he'll go to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, ready? Can we start? Yeah? Good? Are you in a position? Okay, Thomas Partey, you can play now. That is so stupid. If we are being penalized...
Can I just say something?
Of course.
Bro, so just about that incident, right?
Yeah.
He literally turns to his players and he's like,
yeah.
so you're wasting 2 seconds, get back in a... Right, like go get back into position. You had enough
And
time.
there's
You're
another
like one
silly
of the
thing about that.
fastest right backs in the Premier League, right?
There's
Get back
another
into
thing about
position, man.
that thing.
His explanation is sorry, go ahead.
That kick that we took from the position we took it from was about 20 yards from where the actual foul happened.
Behind,
Because Bernardo
exactly.
Silva went on a I'm going to dribble the ball away, time waste kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like the amount of things that went on in that one situation.
And for me, it's
No,
not
his
just that. If you are... Sorry, go ahead, Todd.
No, I was just gonna say his explanation was so stupid. He said the ref.
I read it.
Have you read it? He said the
Yeah,
ref
yeah, on
called
Copy
me
71,
over.
yeah.
I didn't walk over to him, and then he said the ref told me to speak to my players and tell them to calm down. This
look,
bozo, with the lack of brain cells. Sorry, let me just say this bozo with the lack of brain cells that he has. This guy, I don't know how he walks and just does stuff day by day by himself. I'm sure he needs some sort of care or somebody to help him around, bro. Because this guy is brain dead. He goes straight away and starts telling them. Rather than running back to his position, he stops there and he goes, "Guys, I need you guys to calm down." Yeah, they're about to take a free kick. Wait until the free kick's taken and fucking Edison has it. Then you go to them and say, "Guys, calm down."
Exactly. And here's the thing, like, if we are being penalized for delaying restarts, rightly so, then we are allowed to take quick free kicks. The opposite works as well. You can't have your cake and eat it. You cannot say, here's a booking for delaying a restart, but then when we want to take a quick start, you go, oh, no, but you have to wait for the play. We did wait for the play. He turned back. Michael Oliver also turned towards Party. And by the way, they make it seem like Martinelli ran in and Walker was behind him, and then Martinelli scored. Bro, Martinelli stopped the game. Not stopped. I mean, he slowed down. Walker was in front of him. Martinelli didn't have any way to go, and then played it to Calafiore, and Calafiore scored a banger. That goal was coming anyways. So I don't know where they're coming up with that garbage. The Gabriel goal, again, people have been speaking about that as well. Obstruction. It's buffoonery. I don't know what other word to use. The first one, which Gabriel headed out, I think the ref did give a foul, by the way, on Saliba. And in my opinion, it was a foul. Because when Saliba went ahead of Ederson, he did kind of barge into Ederson with his elbow. And I think the referee did blow for a foul. The second one, people are like, oh, Martinelli obstructed Ederson. Go watch the replay, you dickheads. Martinelli stood behind the keeper, yes, but that's a tactic that we do. The moment the ball was coming, Martinelli turned his back towards Ederson. Didn't even see Ederson coming. He didn't go into Ederson. Then he just stood his ground, and Ederson could not go because Martinelli was behind him. He didn't go and barge into him, right? It was a legit goal. VAR, by the way, reviewed it, and they came out later and said, decision, no foul on Martinelli. So it wasn't like the VAR didn't see it, they let it go, they didn't review it. Everything by the law happened. They even reviewed it and said there's no foul. So I don't understand where this logic is coming from. And
well, we're doing a crazy thing with our corners where these teams are setting up all their men in the box. So there's no contact between marking man to man, right? And then when the kick is about to happen, all our men run in, and the person that's supposed to stop them from getting to the keeper is trying to focus on the ball that's already coming in. They can't do both. There's like a mental overload, and then all of a sudden Gabriel just smacks the header.
I think instead of like us tactically setting up well to take those corners, and it's like, yo, you move here. I feel like there's more just like an air of panic that we cause by doing the whole overload thing very late into when the corner is taken. Instead of like, oh, you need to be here, you need to be there. It's just like, go panic those fuckers, and you know what? Either Gabriel, Saliba, or one of the tall boys will get it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I just laughed because the first time when Gabriel had that header, it went out. Doku was marking, which is quite funny for me. I don't know how they put Doku on someone like Gabriel. Probably the best header of the game in the Premier League right now. And then Walker yells at Doku, starts yelling at him for letting Gabriel get a free header. He goes and marks him later, starts doing this touch and tap as if it's basketball, or I don't know what the hell he's trying to do.
He was tickling him.
He's doing a Diddy, man. He's doing a Diddy on Gabriel.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing like a Diddy move. Gabriel runs past him easily and scores, right? Yeah. If I were Doku, I would turn at Kyle Walker and start yelling back at him. Like, you piece of shit, what the hell did you just do? Even though he's his captain. So for me, like, and this is what I'm trying to say, like, it doesn't matter who you put on Gabriel, because they tried putting Romero on Gabriel, who's also a very good header of the ball. It doesn't work. The way we set our set pieces, before people come and say, you're set piece FC, shut the hell up. There's a lot of work that goes in it. Right? You think Gabriel gets these free headers just because he can outjump everyone else. It's planned, the way we make the run, the way we stand in front of the keeper at the correct time, the way that some players run near post to drag some players in, and Gabriel runs from behind. These are all planned things, right? The red card, In my opinion, it is a red card. It is a second yellow, and I was doing the watch along with Saad. When Trossard kicked it, for me, it was clear that he kicked it out of frustration. Initially, I was like, maybe he played it to Martinelli. When you look at it, the moment he kicked it, he immediately turned back to Michael Oliver. For anyone coming up with this crap about, oh, he was booked for the foul, he wasn't booked for the foul. The PJML came out and said it was for kicking the ball.
You know the people that were listening on the American feeds, the commentators said that it was for excessive force and not for time wasting. So I was like in a special realm of livid, going like, "Are you telling me that's a yellow card for that challenge?" Like he said straight off, and then they're like, "Okay, it's time wasting." You go back and look at it and go,
Yeah.
barely. Like it's within a second of the referee blowing the whistle. There should be some rule about after 2 seconds of the referee's whistle or something.
I heard the same as well, and I was at Hossam's stream at halftime, and I was fuming, bro. I said that cannot be a red card. You cannot give for that challenge when Bernardo Silva is clearly looking for the foul by backing. You know what I'm saying? Going backwards with his back to
Backing into Trossard,
Yes, backing into Trossard, and yeah, bro, it's just stupid.
So
I heard that as well, and I was livid as well, bro.
Look, so for me, the reason why I think it's a foul anyways, because yes, he might have backed into Trossard, but he did win the header though. So Bernardo Silva, he did get the header, and then Trossard backed to. I don't think Trossard meant it. I think Trossard
was the ball on his foot on the other side of his body. He wasn't actually
then
going
he headed
to
the ball away.
He didn't jump. He was just like, I'm going to body block and I'm going to bring the ball down with my foot. If you look at it again, there's like Trossard has every right to go for that ball. But the fact that Bernardo's turned his back and it's going to fall over means it's going to be given as a foul every time.
Look, fair enough. But the reason I still think it, because when you look at Michael Oliver and his body language, when he blew for the foul, he wasn't going anywhere near his pocket. The whole demeanor and body language changed when Trossard kicked the ball. Now, where I will criticize Michael Oliver is there is zero consistency, right? I think Trossard is stupid. Don't kick the ball. Fair enough. I've already said it's a red card. Let's move on. Why the hell didn't you book Doku for the same thing? And before people say this shit about, oh, he was just playing the ball back to where the foul was, but we didn't take the foul from there. Ben White took the ball, or Ben White or Saliba, one of them, and passed it back to Declan Rice, who was standing next to Michael Oliver, and they took the foul from where Declan Rice was asking for the ball anyways. So Doku kicked the ball away from where Declan Rice took the foul. Why wasn't he booked? And before you come up with this crap about, yeah, well, the reality is he was just passing it back. Bro, Howard Webb made it extremely clear last time about Declan Rice. You have no business being next to the ball. The moment the referee's blown for a foul, you have no business. Declan Rice has no business coming near to the ball, right? Even though the ball was rolled into Declan Rice, right? So he had a business to be around the ball. Why isn't the same logic applied with Doku? And I understand he wouldn't have been sent off because it was going to be his first yellow, but there has to be consistency. You cannot be looking at it straight up and saying, played from there, but the ball was played back to Declan Rice.
Bro, let alone the sorry that I interrupted you, but let alone the Doku.
No, of course.
Yeah? The one thing that pissed me off the most is the same guy, Michael Oliver, when Kovacic almost broke Rice and Ødegaard's ankles at the Emirates, he said verbatim, I did not book the player because I didn't want to ruin the flow of the game.
Howard Webb said that, not Oliver. Yeah. Howard Webb.
Yeah,
said
but yeah, he basically said that he said.
Howard Webb said that's what the refs are told to do to not ruin the spectacle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then you give Trossard a red card for the dumbest thing.
Yeah. You had no issue ruining the game.
One thing I will question about this, because like I said, I blame Trossard. I do not blame the refs. Do not give the refs the chance to book you. It's as simple as that. But the one thing I will question is, did you warn Trossard?
Exactly.
Did you go to Saka and did you tell Saka, hey, tell him to relax? Because that's what they normally do, right? They go to the captain.
Yeah.
He didn't warn him on the first foul. If you remember the first foul, it was for like a little grab on the shirt and the arm. It wasn't even a counter-attack situation. There was no warning before that. There was no accumulation of fouls. It was just like, here you go, straight yellow.
Yeah,
and it was the softest combination when you look
guys,
at it.
I can't lie. I have to disagree with you guys. I have to disagree with you guys on the Trossard one. And this is why I have to disagree with you guys, because I went back and I watched the whole game completely.
Oh,
especially the first half.
You freak. You watched that whole second half?
Yeah, I watched it all again, bro, because I wanted to make sure.
Saad probably watched the whole game again and switched it off at the 96th minute. He's like, okay, the game was done.
No. I legit did that. Bro.
I know, bro. Why
I turned it off. Yeah. I turned it off as soon as just before the goal was conceded. In my head, I acted like we won the game, bro.
Too
I
much.
mean, I had a little
Yeah.
celebratory
vamos.
moment by myself. Yeah, by myself, I had a little celebratory moment, like as if he just done the whistle. I disagree with you guys because Trossard was a mess in that first half in regards to challenges wise. He obviously had the whole thing on Savinho, yeah, which gave him the first yellow card. He then had a challenge which was let off against Walker. I think he also
He
put
took
in a
his legs
challenge.
out.
He also put in a challenge on Doku, and there was nothing done with him. Then he done
Was it a
the
foul?
thing
Were
on
they going to
Bernardo
call this
Silva.
foul?
The Doku one wasn't a foul. I don't remember it.
No, the Doku one wasn't. The Kyle Walker one was. Though.
The Kyle Walker one,
Kyle
he's blue
Walker
for
one,
foul, yeah,
the
yeah.
Kyle Walker one, but the Doku one wasn't. It was let off. I don't know whether they played
Bro,
advantage. I don't know what.
here's the only explanation I
But-
have for how stupid Trossard was yesterday. Maybe he's been watching too much Lee Gunner and he's Arteta out. I'm just saying. You know, and he's
Hey,
like,
he
you know what?
might
Let me
be,
just
bro.
throw the.
He
He's
might
like, let me
be,
just
bro.
throw this game, dude.
Hey,
There
Hey,
we go.
maybe he was
bro,
trying
That's the
to.
goal reaction to us the other day, where he was just not
Hey,
celebrating. Maybe he
listen,
was
man,
just like,
this guy might be trying to shut Anne Hathaway, bro. He's like, bro, listen, I got a savage side of
Probably.
me. Come through, do you know what I mean? I got a savage side
chill.
of me, man. I'm not a
Let's
nice
Look
chill.
at
guy.
Maybe Trossard had to referee a game the night before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that
you
too.
know what? Big up. He
Maybe
did.
he was tired.
He had to.
this is
he
why
had
we
to
can only
referee
bring him
Atalanta.
on, like as a sub, because he's
Yeah.
gonna he's such a violent player. He's gonna accumulate too many cards. Like he starts the game.
Mm.
Yeah, and I still
Mm.
don't understand how Ruben Diaz was on a yellow. He fouls Kai Havertz by hitting him on the. It was obviously not.
Elbow.
He elbows
An
him in the
elbow,
back,
yeah.
and we get the foul. Why didn't you book him? Why didn't you book him? That's it. By that logic, Haaland rammed into freaking Saliba
Bro,
and Thomas
he needs
Partey
another
and didn't get
20,000
a yellow
pounds
for either
to
one.
ref in the UAE. What do you mean?
Bro,
Yeah, bro,
it's
bro.
honestly,
I was
it's
I was
crazy.
I was looking at other streams today, and I don't remember which one it was, but one of them said that Michael Oliver has given I think no red cards or only one red
Yeah,
card.
no, never. Not a single red
And
card to Man City ever in his
the
career.
least amount of red
When he had
cards.
opportunities to do so.
And he's given
Yeah.
us 7.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Bruh.
And
that's
by the
more than
way,
any other club.
this is Michael Oliver being in the same game with Liverpool against Man City. By the way, remember what Hassam always
Doku.
mentions: sweet chin music
chin
on
music,
on
yeah.
McAllister.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That was a
This
clear
is the
penalty.
same. This is the same referee, bro. He did give him a red card for that, bro. And I think he was on yellow in that game, if I was mistaken.
I don't think so.
Was he
But
on a
it should
yellow?
have been a pen. It should have been a
that's
clear.
It
a
should have
red,
been.
dude.
It should have been
That's
a
a
pen.
red
It
and a
should have been
pen.
red
Probably a
card
red.
anyway,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. I just
So-
want to like the last two things. Sorry, guys. I know I went for like the last two things. I'm gonna say it again. It's an excellent point at the Etihad. They have to come to the Emirates now, right? We saw what happened last season. I agree with you. I think we're gonna slap them up, right? I think we're gonna maybe not slap them up in the sense like 5-0 so, but it's gonna be like a dominated 2-0 where they cannot touch us, right? And the last thing I'll say, because I've seen this on so many rival shows, right? And I had to like quit watching halfway because some of the crap they say. I'm sorry, LFC Aaron, you're a Liverpool fan, I respect, but I'm gonna like have to like diss your team right now because they're telling us Liverpool went toe to toe with Man City. Why can't you do what Liverpool did? I'm gonna read out to you guys Liverpool's toe to toe against Man City since they started challenging and playing like good football, and they had Van Dijk, Salah, and all these guys. So basically, from the 2017-2018 season, right? Because that's the season they reached the Champions League final. They knocked out Man City from the Champions League, blah blah blah. Right?
with world class
So-
players. With world
World-class players, Salah, Mane, Firmino, everyone. Klopp in his third season, everything, yeah?
Mhm.
So 2017, they play at the Etihad, that red card, the one Guru mentioned, 5-0 slapping. So we've seen how they're toe-to-toe with red card helps, right? The next season, they play at the Etihad again, and they lost 2-1. That was the Sane goal, the 98-97 points. They needed to go to the Etihad and win, by the way, to go top of the league. And they forget win. They needed to draw that game to stay top. And they bottled it by playing toe-to-toe football, and they lost that game. Sane scored, and City went on to win the league because they won every game since then, right? The next season in the Premier League, Man City, 2020, slaps them 4-0 at the Etihad, right? They'll come with the excuse of, oh yeah, well, we were drunk at the time. We had already won the league. Okay, fair enough. We go to the next season, Man City again, 1-1 draw, the 2020-2021 season. They drew 1-1 at the Etihad. So their toe-to-toe football didn't let them win. We go to the next season.
Gung-ho,
They went to
Gegenpress.
they went to the Etihad. If you guys remember, 2022, the quad season. They say quad season as if they won the quad. They were challenging for the quad. They only ended up winning the cups. They needed to win at the Etihad. They bottled it and drew 2-2. Right. The next season, when we were challenging for the league, and Salah scored the goal, and they went 1-0 up, and we're like, man, can Liverpool get something? They got slapped up 4-1. Maybe if you parked the bus that game, you would have held on to the 1-0 lead and won the game. So how about these shameless fans of Liverpool and Chelsea and Spurs and United asking us to do something that they have never done? You have never gone one man down and competed. You've been slapped up. So please relax. We have now got an amazing point, and City are frustrated that they cannot beat us in 4 games, as T has mentioned.
Yeah.
And we will see them at the Emirates. And at the Emirates, I swear to God, if we win that game, I'll be pissed at Gabriel if he doesn't take the ball and just smash it at Haaland. Get suspended, it's fine. The next game is okay. Just dunk on his head. Yeah, you'll get suspended for 1 game, big deal. But if that happens, we can then go and tell PG Omel, yeah, but you said Haaland will not get suspended because it's okay, right? So it's fine. Then Gabriel can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling my friend yesterday, right? He doesn't
just-
watch that much football, but he was like, bro, that's like what they're just giving out yellow cards for that now. I was like, exactly. He's like, bro, back when he's a little bit older than me, and he's like, back when you used to give out second yellows, it was like, bro, you took the guy right out. You know what I mean? It's not like, yeah. No, it's the softest things.
Bro, Vieira would
Guys-
not survive.
guys,
in
can I
this
just-
league.
Can I just say, Martin, big up to you, my bro. He's got to go now.
Big up, Martin.
Family
Big up,
man,
Martin.
bro. You know what I mean? He's a family man, bro. Big up to him.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Big
I'll
up
leave you
Martin.
guys with one quick thought. It's the irony of last season where we were told that we played for a draw and we were celebrating a draw. And now none of us are happy with a draw except for Man City fans. And then when you question them on it, they're like, oh, no, I'm not happy. But they were happy. They're celebrating it, right? And they're like
Hey.
talking big in the media. So, yeah. Have a great day,
Nah.
lads. I'll talk to you
Big up
later.
Martin, man.
Big
Have a
up,
good
Martin.
evening or good day, man. Anyway, guys, just a quick one to further outline Tash to further outline Ash's point. Yeah, there we go.
You need to
That's-
send me
that's-
this, genuinely. This
that's
is
the-
the
Yeah,
best
same.
thing.
Bro, just post it in
I
the
swear to God,
WhatsApp.
This should go viral. Honestly, Saad, you
Yeah,
deserve an
post it in
Oscar.
the WhatsApp
It's
chat, man.
incredible.
Brother.
The fact that each of them has red card, 6-0, 5-0, 4-1. Bruh.
Don't worry. Listen, I'm gonna send it
it
to
to me.
you guys
I'm gonna
now.
tweet it. I'm gonna tweet it for sure.
I'm gonna send it to you guys now. I'm gonna put it in the group chat because I think that needs to be. And guys, I don't know if you guys got anything to do or you guys are okay to stay for a bit more.
I'm
longer.
okay.
I'm chilling, bro.
I want to
have a day
speak
off.
about.
I'm chilling.
Okay, there you are. There you are. Fair
Good.
enough, man. That's good. That's perfect. That's perfect. Because we still need to speak about the Rodri injury, and we also need to speak about the
Oh,
Merino
Yeah,
injury.
bro, just give me a minute. Yeah, I gotta be back.
Yeah, that's all good, Guru. That's all good. But let me just send this over to the WhatsApp group chat, just because I know Ash is just itching to tweet this right now, bro.
Bruh. That's honestly such a good picture.
No, but it's funny. It's funny that these teams all say this stuff, but then they all get blamed, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. None of them could go toe to toe with City, and then could hold off City when they get a red card. So it's very, very funny that all these teams want to start bigging themselves up now. And listen, I know there's Liverpool fans out there. I don't know why Liverpool have to catch so much strays, but there are Liverpool fans out there that talk like that, bro. And I'm like, bro, you lot understand what these fuckers do. So you guys should be the ones that are saying, you know what, nah, fuck this, bro. We're back in Arsenal, bro, because we know what these fuckers are like.
And it's
But
also,
anyway.
these are also some of them, not all of them, are also the biggest crybabies when it comes to refereeing decisions. But when it comes to our decisions, it's blah blah blah. It happens. It's the rules. Blah blah blah. But when it happens to them, it's World War III. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, nah, 100%. Guys, listen, make sure you're smashing the like buttons. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Episode 29 of the Gooner Lounge. And we're gonna keep on going. Like I said, every single Monday we are here. Ash is probably gonna miss these once he goes back to work because they're gonna be too late for him. But we're still going to be here. Do you know what I mean? The rest of the boys are still going to be here in the Gooner Lounge. It's going to be every single Monday, 9 p.m. We are going to be here. I might have to change the time. But I will let you guys know before I get it done, guys. But listen, make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Now, guys, let's quickly speak about the Rodri injury. Obviously, we don't condone celebrating any player's injury. I think the people that are doing it are.
Bro, to be honest with you, I would like next game, I would rather play with an entire fit squad of theirs versus an entire fit squad of ours.
Yeah,
So we can
exactly.
slap them
no
properly again.
excuses anymore. You know what I mean?
Exactly, 100%, man.
Mhm.
And on the Rodri injury, so at the moment he's what we know to this moment at the right now, which is 10 p.m. on Monday, the 23rd of September. As of now, Rodri has had the first scan, and they're expecting him to be out for the rest of the season. He's now gone to Gurat. Dr. Gudat, I think, who's a Spanish doctor who is apparently this guy who Pep knows well, and he took care of Pep when he was at Barcelona. So do you know what I mean? There's always that there. But guys, I just have a quick question which I've seen posed on the Twitter sphere and posed on the internet. And I want to ask you guys this, and just let's actually have a discussion. Are Arsenal favourites now that Rodri is out of the Manchester City team?
No, man. There's no chance.
Bro, that's such
There's
a
no
shit
chance.
question, bro. Wallah.
Are these
We're
people
gonna need to
delusional
discuss
or
it. We're
something?
gonna need to discuss it.
I understand.
now
Like this, that's a delusional take. Hear me out, right? I'll give you why.
Mm.
Here's the thing. There's what 3 months to go before January transfer window. City only spent about 25 million this summer. You don't think they'll just go out and get Zubamendi? Zubamendi's buyout clause is like 50, and he was offered a new he was promised a new contract if he were to stay. Hasn't happened yet, so they can still trigger that buyout clause. And the only reason he didn't go to Liverpool, he doesn't want to live in Liverpool, dude. I mean, no one wants to live in Manchester either, but better than Liverpool. You know what I mean? And the next thing, if it's not Zubamendi, it's someone else. I had to throw in there for Tash. You know, I'm just saying. But
Hold that time. Hold that time.
No, but
if it's not him, it's someone else, man. You know, it's not that bad because Kovacic did a perfectly fine job for them last 5 games. Sure, they didn't have the opponents we did, but Rodri played 66 minutes, including our game. So it's not that bad, dude.
Yeah. Go on, T. You were gonna say something, brother. Or do you want me to come back to you?
I forgot half of it, bro. Lie, but
Cool.
Sorry,
good.
man. My bad.
I'll come.
no problem. I just had a thought for a second, but
That's all good.
I think it was around the lines of you cannot replace Rodri like that, bro. Even if you buy Zubamendi, even though
No, that's
Zubimendi
fair.
is a quality player,
That's
but
fair, yeah.
Rodri wins games for them with the clutch shots outside the box. He is the dictator, and now he's gone. And let's see if they are actually Rodri FC, as people like to say. You know what I'm saying? And also, we've had this happen with Saliba. We've had this happen with important players as well. Let's see how they cope with it. And the one thing I will say about Saad's question, now I remember what I wanted to say. You see, if I go in the flow, I remember what I wanted to say, bro. But I don't think we will ever be favorites unless we win the league, bro. Because you cannot be league winners and not be the favorites, in my opinion. That's how I see it. Because you have the formula, you still have the same players. You lost a few, okay, sure. You bought in a few, okay, sure. You spent like 25 mil, bro. We made 10 million profit, Ashraf. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. So what I wanted to say with Manchester City is, it's like Floyd Mayweather having a big injury and then he's gonna fight Manny Pacquiao, and we're gonna say Manny Pacquiao is the favorite. No, bro. Floyd Mayweather is undefeated, so he is still the favorite. So that's how I see it with Manchester City as well. These guys did a four-peat with the treble, and you're gonna tell me that we, a club that hasn't won the league in 20 years, is the favorites? No, Even with a Rodri injury, even with the KDB injury, they're still the league title holders, and we have to. I personally respect that, and that's why I wouldn't ever put us favorites ever, unless we win the league, and then next season we can be favorites. Yes.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. And listen, I think Mars Cannon says something here, and don't worry, brother. With me on the stream, the monetization is always gone, bro. I don't get my videos monetized because I always swear, bro. It's very bad from me, bro. It's very bad. But he says after yesterday, fuck City and fuck Haaland. Don't want to don't want to demonetize you lot, so you don't have to read this. But I legit hate them. Listen, this is the thing though. It's the hatred is building from the fans and the players. By the way, yeah, it's not this buddy shit. And I know we all come back to Liverpool. Because Liverpool, the thing is, Tash, if you're getting emotional about this, it's not even that we want to come back to Liverpool, but Liverpool is the only kind of example that we have to look at. That's the only thing that we can reference to somewhat of a challenge against City. Everybody else just laid down arms and said, you know what, do whatever you want.
They all bent over.
They chose now for all of them to be shit. Do you know what I mean? So this is the thing for me. I look at the situation now as we can only look at what we have to look at for reference as to what can be. So I'm not legit just keeping on trying to go for Liverpool. But there was none of that shit with Liverpool where the hatred wasn't to max and the fans, yes, they hated the clubs to a certain extent, but the fans didn't hate each other and get vexed with each other and all of this shit. And you know, the players at times were switching shirts and swapping shirts and this shit. That's not going to happen in Man City versus Arsenal games now.
The only people hugging it out on the pitch is going to be Pep and Arteta. That's it. No one's
and
hugging anything out anymore, dude.
And I think, do you know, I guarantee, because Pep's going to leave now. I think Pep is going to leave. It's looking more likely he's going to leave. They said that he has to give his final answer in December. So in December he's going to have to give his final answer. So by Christmas,
but what if he doesn't?
No, the club need to know. They've given it. They've said to him, "We want to know your final answer by December."
Yeah. Let's say he says,
"I don't know."
What you need to understand is they need to find a way to loophole the money into the bank.
No, and the thing for me is why I think why Pep is holding off is because he wants to hear the verdict and then maybe he might renew, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and guys, let's be honest. Even if Pep doesn't have an answer by December, they're still gonna beg him to stay until May, until the season ends. Like, let's not make it seem like, oh, December, there's a deadline. Pep, what's your answer? He's gonna be like, I don't know yet. Well, too late. We're gonna find someone else.
Yeah,
they're not gonna do
there's
that.
no chance.
They're still gonna say,
literally
okay,
the best manager in the world.
He will finish the season, but I don't think he will stay then after that.
I think he will, by the way. Generally, because I look at it, there's no other club. I don't think he's someone who wants to retire or quit now, right? Because he can still go after that. I think he's the greatest manager of all time already for me. But in many people's heads, they'll still say Alex Ferguson and all that crap. There is, for me, in my opinion, for me, it's Pep just because of how many trophies he's won like every single season and the way he's changed football and the style he's playing. Every team now uses his footballing style as inspiration. But the reality is there is no club out there that exists right now that is a good fit for him. None. Because if he's going to any club, he's going to need, I'm not criticizing for it, this is a normal thing. He's going to need a good paycheck. He's going to need a club that's willing to spend and get the players he needs. There's nothing wrong in that because why should he go manage duds? The only clubs that can do that are PSG, but he's not going to go to freaking France and manage in the French league where it's just a one-sided league, extremely one-sided, and there's nothing to achieve there. He's not going to go back to Bayern, in my opinion. I don't think he will. Unless he thinks it's unfinished business and I want to win the Champions League, but I don't think he'll do that. He's not going to go to Barca with Hansi Flick there. He even said the Barca chapter is done. He's not going to go to Madrid, the best club in the world, obviously for the rivalry, and he's a Barca kid. He'd never do it. So there's no club out there in history, out there that exists right now that's available for him. And I think
maybe he could just be maybe he just goes manage Spanish national team, dude. Who knows?
Spain is where he's gonna go, bro. Spain.
Will the Spanish Federation sack De La Fuente to sign Guardiola? They won't do that. The guy just won them the Euros.
Yes, but brother, if Pep becomes available, this is completely different, bro. This is
No,
completely
it's not.
different.
So how old is
not.
Abdul?
Pep,
Let me check.
Pep as a manager is somebody that you can like. Even De La Fuente will probably make way and say, you know what,
No, he won't.
Pep-
Sad.
let
This is
Pep
just
have the
delusional
job,
world.
brother. Pep,
It doesn't
Pep
happen
is,
like that.
Bro, honestly,
regardless,
I don't
bro.
think he goes. I don't think he goes
Do
to
you
the
think-
Spanish job. He's only 53, guys.
If
He's
not,
only
if
53,
not,
guys.
Exactly. Exactly.
if not, then I reckon De La Fuente will probably stay until the World Cup, go into the World Cup, and he might just leave.
Yeah, that could
Why?
happen. But then,
Why?
but then
And then,
Explain why.
and then Pep will take the
Why will De La
holiday,
Fuente
have the
leave? Why will
holiday.
he leave? Why will he leave?
Brother,
This is
the
Pep
Spanish
Guardiola.
Federation. I don't. The thing is,
Do
I
you think
genuinely think.
Germany? Do you
I
think
genuinely
Germany
think-
will
I genuinely
sack
think-
their manager now to get Klopp? Because Klopp is that big as well, right? Maybe he's not as good as Pep, but he's massive. Why haven't they sacked their manager so far and got Klopp? They just bottled it in the Euros as well at home. They should have done it, but they haven't done it. Guys, first of all, I don't think he'll manage a national team. But let's say he wants to.
I do
They
think
will
he'll
not
manage.
sack. They will not sack a manager that won them the Euros unless he bottles it in the World Cup. I don't think they will bottle it in the World Cup because they are
Bro,
that good. Even if
Unless
they don't win, they will compete.
unless and think about this, yeah. This is a thought.
Mm.
Unless he goes to Galatasaray and wins the Champions League.
Oh, stop!
You know what I'm saying, bro?
You know what?
You know
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
lie, bro. I can't lie. Listen,
He's gonna
listen,
renew his contract,
listen,
guys.
I
Trust me.
can't lie. Listen, guys. T is being heavily unrealistic. He's being so
no,
unrealistic.
bro, it was
today.
obviously a
Hey,
joke.
This
Hey,
is
bro,
this
they got
is.
Osimhen.
Yeah, no,
Why
hold
not
on,
get
hold on,
Guardiola,
hold on.
bro?
Hold on, guys. One
Go ahead.
sec. T is being so unrealistic. I will tell you exactly what's going to happen to Pep. Pep will leave. Pep will leave this season. Yeah, and the most likely position I can see him going for is the Moroccan national team manager. Against the World Cup from Maghreb. Dima Maghreb, I stand with you. Come and make Brahim Diaz the best player ever. Come and make him the best player ever, mate. Yeah? Make sure that Brahim Diaz takes a shit on Arda Güler so these frauds will stop talking to me.
Oh,
These
hey,
frauds will
by the
stop
way,
talking to me, bro, yeah?
you
Look
see,
at the picture, mate.
Bro, listen. You see who's consistently starting for Real Madrid, by the way? Huh? You see
Look
who's...
at the
Güler,
picture.
Yeah.
Look at the
Started last
picture,
Yeah,
game.
tell him
mate.
Ashraf. Ashraf, tell this fraud,
He
please.
started last game.
Not
Yeah, yeah,
not
he
last
did.
game, multiple games, bro. Multiple games.
Give it
Oh, I only watched their last game. I don't know about the game. I watched their last game and I saw him start.
Hey, go
that
off
game. I
full
think they
screen,
won
you fraud.
4-1.
Go off
Yeah,
full
yeah,
screen,
yeah.
bro. You go off full screen.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I'm
But
staying
look, to
full
go back
screen,
to
my
the
guy.
original question, the original question that Saad asked regarding do Arsenal become favorites? Now, I think Pep is the only reason why we're not favorites because he is that good of a manager. He's able to like circumvent certain like disasters like Rodri injured or KDB injured or Holland because he is that good of a manager. That's the only reason why we're not favorites. However, I do expect us to win the league. I don't care what City do. Let's say that City are not affected by Rodri and they continue doing well. I genuinely believe we'll get over 90 points this season. I think we have the team for it. This last few games, I genuinely didn't think we'll get 7 out of 9 points. I thought we'll
No,
probably
me
get like
neither.
4 out of 9.
You know what
we
I
got
think will
7.
happen, Ashraf?
Last thing. We got
Bro, don't
7 out
say
of
it.
9.
Don't
And
say
we were
it.
so close to getting 9 out of 9 if it wasn't for the last few seconds, right? And the only games where we didn't win this season in the
You don't know
Premier
what I'm
League
gonna say, bro.
were when we drew
I
to,
think I know.
when we drew
Sorry,
to
my
Brighton
bad,
and
my
we
bad.
drew no, it's okay. When we drew to Brighton and we drew to Man City. So I don't think we are favorites, but I think we are very, very close. And I genuinely think if City drop in these next few months because of Rodri's absence, which could happen, you never know, it will be stupid to not capitalize. If they drop and they start like, let's say they drop like 10 points in the next like 10, 15 games, we'd be stupid to not be making sure that we're getting that gap over them. That's what I'm gonna say.
Go on,
Well,
T,
okay,
what were you gonna say?
Go on, T. I want to hear this now. Yeah.
First of all, what do you guys think I was gonna say?
No, I'm not gonna say it now. If you're right, I'll type it in the chat. Just don't look at it.
No, bro. Is it that bad, bro? What do you think I am, bro?
I thought you were gonna say he's gonna move to Turkey, bro.
No, bro, no. Oh no, bro, no, Guru. I'm not that delusional, bro. Chill.
No,
chill.
okay, thank God, bro.
I'm
I
not
just
that
thought that's
guy.
what you were gonna say.
I'm not that guy. What I wanted to say is, imagine, yeah, and this could happen. This guy is actually injured for the whole season, which we don't want, of course, because we do not wish injuries on anyone. Even
Yeah, of
though
course.
a lot of City fans laughed at Ødegaard. We will
Yeah.
not give them
And-
the same energy. We will
No
be
chance, yeah.
respectful. That's it. Okay. But
course.
what if he is actually injured for the whole season, and then he goes to Real Madrid because they want him? They want him,
That's gonna be crazy.
bro. I
but that-
think Real
Mhm.
Madrid will go for Rodri next summer.
I think so too, and Trent as well.
Look, I
Yeah,
don't know if they'll go for
Trent-
him after a season being out. I don't know about that. A season being out and they get him immediately after because they don't know which Rodri they're getting. ACL sometimes changes players, and they're not guaranteed that they're getting that Rodri that they saw a year ago. Let's assume he is out for the whole season, for example.
Mhm.
And let's say he does go to Madrid. Genuinely, if Pep stays, I don't think it'll make a difference, man. They will find some other Rodri 2.0 in Spain. They will get him, and under Guardiola, he'll become the next big thing. Like
For
for
Real
me,
Madrid?
guys,
Mendy.
Because okay, I would understand if it was any other team, but Real Madrid, bro.
no. I'm saying even if he does go to Madrid, I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying Pep will if Pep stays, nothing will change with City. They'll find some other guy to be the new Rodri, and they will
Brother, look at
continue playing and
Savinho. Look at
dominating.
Savinho.
Look at
Savinho,
exactly.
nobody
He's the new
thought he was gonna
Mahrez.
come in and
Proper
do this.
Bro,
Mahrez.
he's a baller,
Yeah.
man.
Bro.
He is.
Sad.
He is
Yeah.
Mahrez
He's a
right now,
baller.
bro. It's done.
Bro,
Yeah,
Sad.
100%.
I talked before about Girona and their team and their manager.
Yeah.
The reason why I think Pep will leave is because they will get the Girona manager. He is the next
Ooh,
guy
what,
for the job. Michel
what's
Sanchez.
his name? Michel
Sanchez. He is the next guy
Michel
for Manchester
Sanchez.
City. And that guy,
If not
bro,
used,
what he
yeah.
did with Girona, if he can implement that at Manchester City, is basically
prepped.
it's basically the company going to Bayern München and playing some amazing football. You know what I'm saying? But
But
this
he's
guy is
being-
actually a good coach.
He's being this Michel Sanchez is being prepped because it's very clever what City do. They
mean, they
send
own both
Jerome.
clubs.
Yeah, I know they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, calm down. Can I breathe?
Yeah, breathe. Yalla, breathe, my brother, breathe.
Thank you. Yeah. So they're very clever in what they do, City, because not only do they have ownership of the club, Girona, and they have Mr. Sanchez there, and they play a similar brand to football to Pep. Yeah. Not only does he do that, but they're also pumping the club with all of their players who, from a very young age, are taught the Pep style of football. So this transition will be almost seamless for them. It won't be a crazy transition. And of course, Pep adds a lot of stuff to himself because he's a world-class manager. And of course, Pep adds that there's some things that Pep will do that certain other managers won't do. Do you know what I mean? Because of his experience, because of his knowledge in the game. But they're prepping him for a very comfortable change to Manchester City, where the level is just higher, but the football remains the same. The players that he's working with remains the same. And this is why I think Savinho came in to that system and fit perfectly, because he fit perfectly in that system at Girona. And that's why he came into that City system, and Pep already knows what he wants to do with him. Pep already knows how he plays because they're watching him, bro. The whole time they're watching him at that club. And this is the thing. It's very clever what they're doing with Michel Sanchez. And I think it could be a situation where he comes here and he actually does very well, because what he done with that Girona team is remarkable.
It's kind of crazy,
Bro,
dude.
he
Yeah, it's
plays
crazy.
some
remarkable,
amazing football.
bro.
I have him in the same category as Thiago Motta. It's like a young manager who's just eventually going to go to a big team and going to win some trophies, bro. Because Thiago Motta
Some
is going to
players
make
just know, you know. Some players they play football because they love it and they're really good at it. Some players just see the game differently. You know what I mean? And I feel like Mata was one of those players.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, him too.
Yeah.
I feel like
Do you guys?
you know,
No, go
I
ahead,
just
bro.
feel like Chabi is he's a little bit too soft sometimes, you know, just like watching him in the dressing room and stuff. I don't know. You need that dog in you as well if you're gonna be commanding players that earn millions of dollars.
Michel Sanchez has that dog, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That guy is a madman, bro. I swear,
Yeah.
that guy is gonna be a quality manager when he eventually goes to a big club, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Do you guys think Özil would have been a good manager if he went into management?
No, I don't think so.
Mesut Özil. Not even
He
tactically.
doesn't.
I mean, he
I
could
mean,
be
is-
like
is-
one of the coaches.
Are you
the
saying it's
only,
because
the
he's got
only,
good
the reason
vision?
why
only,
the reason why I say this is
no, it's not
we
just
s-
because he's got good vision, bro. But
we
listen,
saw
I
we
think
saw
he's a. Even if you see the way he speaks about football, sometimes you can see.
I
He's
think
got
if you're
knowledge.
not a good captain, I think if you're not a good captain, you
Yeah,
can't
that's
be a
the
good
only
manager.
thing. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that is. a
All these
worry
guys
about.
who are good managers
He's
were
too
good
quiet.
captains.
He's
Or
Captains,
too.
yeah,
it's true.
yeah,
Very true.
yeah, they're good captains because you need to have that
you know
leadership.
who
You
will be a
can
good
lead. Like,
coach?
Roy Keane is the perfect example for that goes against that.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't say every good captain makes a good manager. But I'm
Okay.
saying for you to be a good manager,
Oh,
you
you're
should
saying
have that
all of the
leadership
all of the
quality.
good managers were good captains. Okay.
Well, good
Gotcha.
captains, or at least good leaders, even if they didn't have the armband. You cannot
be-
lead. Yeah, go ahead, T.
To be a good manager, you have to be a shit player.
Nah, come on, that's not true. Zidane.
I mean, that's
What about
not true
Zidane?
for Xavi. I mean, Pep maybe, you know,
Xavi as
Arteta
well.
maybe as
Okay,
well.
but
No, Pep
those
wasn't
are
bad. Pep
special
wasn't
cases.
bad.
Pep,
Yeah, Pep wasn't bad.
Pep was not the best. Okay,
He wasn't bad though. He was
Mourinho
decent.
was not a footballer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
come on. No, it's not like. Come on. It's
How
nowhere
about
like.
Carlo? How about Ancelotti?
Yeah,
Conte was a
Ancelotti
decent
was,
baller. Conte was decent.
Nah, Carlo
Ancelotti, yeah,
Not-
yeah,
not
exactly.
great.
Carlo
Ancelotti was
Ancelotti,
Milan.
Carlo
but
Ancelotti
that's like saying
won
James Milner.
everything. He won everything as a player. Won everything as a manager, bro. Like, bro, it's
Like
crazy.
Zidane, though.
Carlo Ancelotti,
Like Zidane.
Carlo
Zidane did the same.
Ancelotti's career. No, but Zidane is somewhat fraudulent, and I'll tell you why. Because I watched a video, and I can't lie, the guy was spitting, bro. Not Carlo Ancelotti. Zidane is scared of embarrassment, bro. He's scared to take on a position where he might fail. And he needs the team to be prepared and ready for him. He doesn't want to do the building. And I don't rate that from Zidane. If you're a good manager and you have trust in your beliefs and you have trust in your managerial ability, you should be able to go in and put in your tactics on a team and be able to get them to win something or be able to get them to challenge, be able to improve the players. Zidane won't do that.
I don't think he's a great manager. I know he's won back-to-back Champions Leagues, but that was one of the best teams we've ever seen. But I don't think he has anything to prove to anyone. The reality is he's made it very clear that he wants the France job. They haven't sacked Deschamps yet. I don't know why. They should have done that after the Euros.
Yeah, no.
Deschamps is just
They should have
Yeah,
done
but
that
no,
after his comments about Saliba, bro. Fraud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Look, he's done well in the sense of the World Cups, because 2 World Cups finals and won one, lost the other one on penalties. So I understand, but I think after the Euros they sort of parted ways. But he's made it clear he's looking for the France job, right? Like, so I given that you're that big of a serial winner, you have options. If you have options, why the hell would you go? That's like saying Pep should now next team he should go manage Tottenham. Or you should go manage, I don't know, Roma and bring them back to like success and give them wins.
Bro,
And
just
Why
imagine.
would you do that?
Challenge
Just imagine,
yourself,
bro.
challenge yourself.
Why? For what? To do what?
Bro, just
To prove what?
imagine Pep going
Bro,
to
to give
Tottenham
yourself
and actually winning something, bro.
I mean, that's the only.
Think about the
only way they
storyline.
are
Think
going to
about
win
the
anything.
story. Think about the story.
Bro, but you're thinking about it as a fan. Think about it from a manager's perspective. Why would Zidane, if I am one of the greatest ever midfielders to play the game, and I've proven myself as a manager because I've won back-to-back Champions League, which no one has done since the new format, why the hell should I care about proving myself in England or proving myself here? As a fan, yes, you won that because you won that excitement. As a legendary manager and footballer, what am I gaining by it? I'm gaining nothing. It makes no sense. Who do I have to prove to?
I'll tell you why.
I have nothing to prove to anyone.
I'll tell you why. A lot of these footballers have main character syndrome. Yeah, they do have main character syndrome, and they want to be the main. They want to be the best. They love the achievements. They love the legacy. Legacy is a big thing for footballers because players like Zidane, players like or people like Pep Guardiola, people like Arsene Wenger, people like freaking Merino, and these kind of men, they love the legacy. They want that legacy. They want their names to be lasting forever.
Okay.
The legacy that you can build if you go to another team where you're just it's a struggle. That people say it's a challenge. If you can win something with them and you can take them back to where they need to be, That
Okay.
shows you're a remarkable manager, even though you're at the
Question.
top with good
Question,
players.
Todd.
Hold on. You're at the top with good players.
You're trapping yourself. You literally
You-
walked into a trap. So I'll let you finish.
How?
No, finish. Because then I will throw you in that trap. So finish.
Khalas. So even though you're a good manager and you've had good players consistently,
Yeah.
you can still go and you can get and Ash is probably gonna say, but why would they choose to go and put themselves in a shit situation to try and ruin their legacy? Is that what you're gonna say?
No.
Okay, there we go.
I was gonna ask
Trying
you.
to catch him up.
Is
Yeah, go ahead.
where do you rate Pep? How do you rate Pep's legacy?
Right now,
Yeah, as a manager.
I think he's the best manager to
Okay.
that's ever
Okay.
been.
Okay,
do?
why? What? Yeah, but let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's see
I
if it's-
I do based on
Yeah.
what he's done with Barcelona. Depending on any court cases, that is due to change.
Yeah. Let's assume.
They're
Let's assume
subject
that
to
it's-
change with
Ooh.
court cases
Let's
pending.
assume he won
Mm.
everything. Let's assume he won everything fair legally. There's no issues. You
Yes.
said you legacy like the best, or one of the best, but you said the best, right? Or even one of the best, whatever it is. He hasn't won a Champions League with Bayern Munich. So should Pep go back to Bayern and clean that tarnish that he has at Bayern Munich? The answer is
No.
no, right? Common sense.
No,
Because he's already
Mm.
exactly. Zidane's legacy right now is already that I am the greatest ever midfielder, or one of the greatest, depending on what you decide, what you think as a fan.
He is the greatest.
And yeah, the greatest, yeah. And I think it's Iniesta, but it's definitely between the top two. I think these are the top two.
No, it's
And as a manager, I've taken over Madrid. I've won back-to-back Champions League, and then I quit because I wasn't happy with the way they were managing things, and Real Madrid was suffering. And then they
he
brought me
quit because
back, and in my
Ronaldo left.
first
He quit-
season,
he quit because Ronaldo left.
whatever the reason is, he left. They were suffering. They bring him back. He wins the league back, right? That is his legacy as it stands. So when you say, "Oh, but he needs to build his legacy," his legacy is already built. Who decides how much legacy do I build? Because you're saying he needs to build more legacy. Well, by that logic, Pep Guardiola needs to go back to Bayern and finish what he didn't. Finish what he started, right? Because he never finished the job. They got him for Champions League. They got him after they won the treble in 2013, when they destroyed all teams, and he lost 4-0 at home to Real Madrid, and then lost the next season 3-0 to Barcelona, and then lost next season to Atletico Madrid, and got knocked out in all 3 seasons. So by that logic, Pep's legacy is not complete, right?
So what about this? Could Zidane do it at a Bayern München?
Yeah, 100%, because it's Bayern.
Yeah. Do you think they will win the Champions League?
It
I mean, the
could.
thing is, I think Bayern can win the Champions League with any decent manager because they're that good in terms of the players and squad, and because
So
they
why
can,
didn't
you
Pep
don't have-
do it with Robben, Ribéry, Lewandowski? Götze?
Exactly. That's the thing. So that's a failure on him. So by that logic, even though I think he's the greatest of all time, but if we are going to go like, oh yeah, but you have to keep improving your legacy, where is the ceiling? Because I can always put a blemish on everyone. I can say Sir Alex Ferguson, in 27 years managing the best club in England, in the history of England, only won 2 Champions Leagues, right?
So are
In
you
now-
are
in
you
20
insinuating that Zidane is a better manager than Pep?
No, I'm not. Because I think for me, the reason why Pep is the best, obviously the trophies speak a lot, 100%. So I have to put that up. Because the one thing, right, you cannot use trophies against every single player, because sometimes certain players are just unlucky. Like it's a team sport, right? But a manager, you can definitely judge him by trophies, 100%. Especially when you're in a big club. If you're a manager in a mid-table club, I understand it. Trophies are difficult. So then I'll judge you by how do you progress that team, blah, blah, blah. But if you're in a big club, which Pep has been, I judge you by trophies, which is already amazing. So that's gone. The second reason why I think Pep is the greatest, because I don't think anyone has had an impact on football more than he did. Because now all these teams that play from the back and that start from the back, and the way they build, the way they try to play that kind of football. I'm not even talking about, forget Barcelona and Bayern. I'm talking about Brighton. I'm talking about like some of these other mid-table teams in Spain and all that try to play that kind of football. It's because of him. He's changed that style. Like, so for me, that dominance he's done, the beautiful football he plays, and the way he tries to dominate home or away, plus obviously all the trophies, I think that puts him as number 1, undisputed in my books. But I understand people saying Mourinho or Ferguson, because these are also incredible achievements.
The main thing for me is, out of 13 league titles, that he's gone for. He's won 11, bro.
No. Out of 16, he's won 13. He's only lost 3. And by the
Okay,
way,
so I thought it was 13, but I was like, no.
no. He's won 13 out of
It's
16. And by the way,
13 out of
listen,
16.
listen-
Only 3 that
listen
he's
to the-
lost.
listen to the 3 he's lost. Yeah, the first one he lost, Madrid had to get 100 points to freaking win the league that season. Barca finished with 91 points. Right, 91 points wins you the league every single season at probably La Liga. Madrid had to do 100 points that season. The second league he lost was his first season in England when Conte won the league in 2017. It was his first season, and it's like he was so pissed he punished England with that, because next season he did the Centurions, the 100 points. And the third league he lost, Liverpool had to go on 99 points. They had to win, I think their record was they won like 19 out of their first 20 games or something like that, and they drew 1. That's how mental Liverpool had to be to beat
That was the nearly invincible season.
Yeah, they only
the
lost to
99
City.
points.
And then it's
They only
They
lost
only
to-
lost to City.
Ismaili
No.
Sarr, bro.
The only loss to City was the 2019 one. The one where
Oh, right,
Liverpool
that's
won
true.
with 99 points.
Yes,
They lost to
Wallah,
Watford. They
thank
lost to
God,
us.
bro, wallah.
Bro,
Alhamdulillah,
I
alhamdulillah, bro.
owe everything that I have in life to Ismaili Sarr, bro. Because, bro, he saved us.
No,
from...
bro, you're confused. You're confused. The Ismail Assar is the next season. They lost to us also that season. Remember when Reece Nelson and Lacazette pressed on this guy? They also lost to freaking City 4-0.
When they won the league.
Yeah, the one you're talking about, which Guru mentioned, they lost only 1 game, and that was to City away. The 2-1 that Sane scored. That was their only defeat all season.
The one that I'm talking about is the one where they won the league in the COVID season.
You're saying 3-0 Watford.
I'm saying the Watford, they ended their invincible run, bro, because they were so close. I think they had like 3 or 4 games left, bro, and they would have been invincible, bro. Gone.
No, bro. You're confused again. Watford was way before. It wasn't the end. We played them in the last 5-6 games. Remember when Reece Nelson and Lacazette scored?
Lacazette
scored?
Yeah.
So who did it?
It's not for everyone, man.
Who's guilty, bro? Who did it?
It was Watford that started it off. Watford gave them their first loss.
Okay.
But anyway, here before we move on, because we still need to talk about Mikel Merino. Quick question: do you guys think Mikel Arteta? Do you guys think Martin Odegaard would be a good manager?
Yeah.
No, but who I do see is Jorginho. No, he's just asking if you could see him becoming a manager. I could see Jorginho, to be honest. I could see Granit Xhaka for sure.
Granit Xhaka, 100%. Granit Xhaka is going to be a manager, 100%.
Bro, Granit Xhaka is going to coach in the Turkish league. That's all I'm saying, bro. That guy
I see
is
Rodri.
made
I see Rodri being a phenomenal manager.
Yeah, Rodri as well. Yeah, Rodri as well.
Funny enough, I see him going to Albania.
Notice what's the link between all the players we just said. They're all DMs.
Great captains. Yeah.
And DMs. It's the DM position. If you are smart, by the way, even Pep, DM. Xabi Alonso, DM. Arteta, technically it was
kind
CM,
of a
DM.
Well, technically,
last season he played DM. Yeah. So all these DMs and CMs have that. Vieira, I don't know, man. I don't think he's done that bad. Like, I think he's had some good.
I don't rate him as a manager, bro. I don't rate him. Henry as well. I don't rate them both, bro. They're not made.
Henry, listen, Henry, just give it up, bro. Just give it up, bro. You were an amazing player. Management is not for you. Punditry, elite.
Punditry, he's amazing.
Punditry, you are elite, bro. You're in top 5, top 3, bro, in pundits, yeah. But management, bro, wallahi, it's not for you, brother. It's not for you. Just save yourself and just stop going into these management jobs, bro. Because sometimes you just
leave
can't,
football before football leaves you.
Football leaves you. The problem for him is that he expects his team to do what he could do when he was younger.
Yes.
Not everyone is Henry.
Yeah, like, have you guys seen him in training? It's like,
skill.
Bro, he's like showing them shit in training, and then he's like shushing them. It's like, bro.
No, and have you guys heard of the
these
thing
are
about
kids, bro? Come on.
One guy called, I forgot who was it, Goverin or someone came out and spoke because he was managing Monaco at the time. And one of the players came out later after he was sacked or after he left. And he's like, bro, we were training and Henry would come. He would push us off the ball. He'd say, look how I'm doing it. You should do it this way. And he would dribble past someone. He's like, why can't you do this? This is how I'm doing it. And he's like, he would get so mad. He would push us off the ball. He's like, this is how you should play. Bruh, not everyone is you. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
This is the mistake Maradona made as well. when he managed Argentina and they were getting slapped up left, right, and center. Bro, you're a great player. People cannot do what you can do in the time. He's like, oh, I expected Messi and all these guys to carry the team and do all the work. Huh? That's not how management works. It's not for everyone, bro. It's not for everyone.
Listen, man. Honestly, Henry is too funny, bro. Anyway, let's get on to the last bit. I don't know why I'm lagging for some weird reason. There we go. I'm back. Mikel Merino. Apparently, he's back in the gym. He's doing gym work now. Weights, running, that kind of stuff. Well, I don't think he's doing weights, but I think he's doing a little bit of running, jogging in the gym. And they said that he could be out on the grass by the end of this week. He could be out on the grass. So it looks like we could be seeing him within the next 2 to 3 weeks, possibly making an appearance, which would be great. I can't wait to see Mikel Merino. I'll be honest with you. I want to see how he incorporates himself in this team, how he improves certain players. And yeah, man, listen, we're happy the way things are going. Do you know what I mean? I mean, seeing certain players just go crazy against Manchester City just gives me the proper belief that, Mikel Merino could come and he could change a few things for us, man, and really bring out the best in the team. You know what I mean? We could see him bring out the best in the team, guys. So, yeah, I'm excited to see Mikel Merino come in. I'm excited to see what happens with the team and certain players getting back to their best. Ash, I don't know why you're doing this face, but
No, I was checking something out, bro.
okay, there you are.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good for us. I don't think he'll be back until like. When is the next international break? October, right?
October
I think he'll be
10th,
back only.
I think.
Yeah, I think he'll only be back after that. Like I and by the way, when I say back after that, I mean like back to training after that. I just feel like if it's a fracture, because that's what they said, it was a shoulder fracture.
Yeah.
I get it's not your leg, fair enough. Like it can heal faster, but I don't think they'll risk him.
I think
for
the
me,
bigger
like,
the bone, the longer it takes, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't know. Like for me, people are talking about like, how could you miss someone you never had? Yeah, but the whole point is we got him to be a starter. We got him to be playing alongside Rice and Odegaard, and give us that ability, like where he's good on the ball, he can give through balls, he can win tackles, he's physical, he can win headers. He had like the I think the highest rating in La Liga last season. I think he was in the team of the season. He also had like the most, I don't know if it was interceptions or possessions won in the final. I can't remember.
Aerial duels as well.
And aerial duels as well. It was interceptions, I think. Yeah, so he's clearly a fantastic midfielder that encompasses all the skill sets we need. So whether people say like, oh, you have not seen him play, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing we said about Timber last season. Yeah, we said he was a big miss, even though we didn't see him play, because we know what quality he has just from the preseason, right? Mm-hmm. So we know if he was available, how that left back position would have looked like. And this season he's come and he shut everyone up. He showed that, yeah, this is the difference I would make. And it's the same thing with Merino. So I can't wait for him to be there. I also think he would have been an answer for us for Odegaard's absence. Because I think we could have played with Partey, Merino, and Rice, and we would have been able to still create, maybe not as much as Odegaard does, but playing with 2 8s and a 6 is a lot better than playing with a 6 and 8 and a makeshift 10 in Havertz or Trossard. Right. So I feel like we could have still like had a very, very good midfield. And this is why I don't blame Arteta or Edu or these guys for not like backing up Odegaard, because I still feel like they trusted Merino, and who could have seen that happen? His first freaking training. And Gabriel, I love Gabriel. I love his energy and his enthusiasm and his like aggression and all that stuff. But maybe not in training, bro. Like, Khalas, we trust you now to be able to do it on the pitch. We trust that you will clatter people and fall on them and probably fracture them, God forbid. Please, not in training. Like, take in training. You see, Partey freaking gets touched in training and gets injured for 3-4 months. In training,
now I'm starting to think: is it Gabriel that's doing all of this,
bro? I don't know. Did you guys see that?
Now I'm starting to think when they said Partey was injured in training. I actually think he's injured in training now. Bro, I actually think he's injured in training.
Did you guys see that clip last season when Endrick joined Brazil's camp for the first time, and they showed how Gabriel welcomed him?
Yes, dude, he was going in at him.
Bro, almost took the man out. Calm down. It's training. Relax, bro. You don't have to win every duel in training as well. But yeah, I think once he's back, genuinely, I don't want to. I'll probably get clipped up for this or whatever, but I think it's going to be a game changer for us. I think once he gets into the flow and he starts playing with Rice and on Odegaard, I think our midfield will become like solid, even more solid than what it is right now. Which, by the way, I know we didn't mention this in the City game, and I know the match review is done, but big up Partey though. Big up Partey because
Bro,
I was
about to say
doubting
that,
him.
yeah.
I was doubting him and I was like, man, this guy's legs are dying. We need Merino to come back ASAP. But what he did yesterday, that was classic Partey from like those 2 seasons ago. Incredible runs, incredible tackling, giving good through balls. The through ball to Martinelli, brilliant. So I'm glad that he's on this form while Merino's out. But you guys know how it is, bro. One little and he's out. So we need to make sure we're bubble wrapping him until Merino's back.
Yeah, I'm happy
Yeah.
that he's not injured yet. So yeah, man.
Isn't this
I'm
isn't
surprised
this a
as well.
record?
He's
This is a record. It's the first
Yeah, there's a
time.
record for Arsenal anyway. Yeah, he
First
was never
time.
injured for Atletico. But
First time
for
he's
us,
played
yeah.
the first 5 games, bro.
Oh my
Yep.
god. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
bro.
Pre-season.
First time in his career, bro, at Arsenal. It's crazy.
And also, let's be real. The more games he plays, the more sharper he looks, in my opinion. Because we can say yes, his legs is
Yeah.
gone, but imagine playing him playing like 10, 15 games. Maybe those legs can come back. I'm not saying the
Correct.
speed, but I'm just saying the vision, the sharpness. You don't have to be fast to do the things that Partey did. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You can just see that this guy hasn't played football for over a year, bro. It's normal that he needs to warm up and get back into the flow. So I'm happy that he's picking up form again and that he's not injured. And now that I'm talking, I will speak about Merino as well. I
Yes,
think
please.
Merino, even if he's not a world beater, at this moment in time, he is a body that we need in the midfield. We were forced to play Havertz against Manchester City just because of an injury of Odegaard. You know what I'm saying? And if we had more options instead of Nwaneri, we could have actually played someone else instead of Havertz there, because we can clearly see that Arteta at this moment in time is desperate for a midfielder, and I think Merino can fill up that spot very well. It would be really defensive to play Partey, Rice, and Merino because Merino is a number 8 going to a number 6. You know what I'm saying? He's not a number 10 kind of player, so it would be really defensive, and we need to play someone like Jesus to play like a false 9 if we want to play something like that, in my opinion, or Trossard, because I think they need to complement them by playing a little bit of the false 9. But yeah, like I said, this guy is a body. This guy is a big, strong body. Most interceptions is in Europe, like you said, Ashraf.
Yeah.
Decent player as well. In his prime, not a young player, ready to play and ready to win right now. And let's just see
Important.
how he will perform for us, because he is a perfect Arteta type player. He literally looks like him, bro. Looks like his
Yeah,
cousin. You know what I'm
he
saying?
does.
So I'm just intrigued to see how he will cope. But I don't think he will be here anytime soon. I agree with you, Ashraf. I think this will still take a month or so, um, minimum, because I think in those 3 weeks, 2 3 weeks, I think he will be back in training, like you said, Ashraf, and he will not start straight away. I think we will play maybe 2 games and then he will start coming on. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we will see him anytime soon. I just hope that the Odegaard injury will heal faster, because I think we need an Odegaard more right now than a Merino, even though Merino is not, like I said, another body, a big strong body, but we lack creativity, bro. The one thing I was screaming about this game, even though we were playing football in the first half, even though we were going at them, you know what I'm saying? We can clearly see that this team is still lacking a lot of creativity, and we need someone like Odegaard. And I'm just hoping that we can address this in the January transfer window. I know we are not the kind of team that goes out and splashes the cash, especially in January when players are more expensive. But we need a backup for Odegaard and maybe a striker still. You know what I'm saying? At this moment in time, this team is not complete, and that's why I said I cannot blame Arteta. I cannot put this on Arteta whatsoever. I only blame Edu, and yeah, I'm just happy that Merino is now back, so he can finally put a better team than playing Havertz at the midfield. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the last thing we want consistently if we want to challenge for a title. 1 or 2 games, sure, but not consistently, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. Go ahead, Guru.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I'll segue with that point about Havertz. I understand his work rate's amazing, yeah? Whenever he plays, whether it's striker, midfield, wherever. But the thing is, we all know how it goes when we play Havertz in midfield. The creativity just drops. We saw it in the Atalanta game as well.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like, sure, Merino might not be that missing piece for the creativity, but at least then you can say, Partey, just sit back and let me and let's say Merino, let me and Rice go up front. You know what I mean? Because those are legs. Those are workhorse legs. They will track back as soon as anything. So at least it gives you those bodies in those spaces. Havertz, sure, he can, get 2 or 3 people involved around him, oh, I'm going into attacking positions, but he can't do much with it otherwise. And the thing is, if we don't have a striker right now, Havertz is our best option. He needs to start up 9. It's either that, or my other option would be we start playing, like when Merino does come back, we start playing 4-4-2 with Rice and Merino in the midfield, wingers, and then it's basically not even a 4-4-2. It's like a 4-4-1-1, if that makes sense. With Jesus or Havertz just kind of interchanging those positions. So at least then we just overload the wings, or however you want to look at it. Because without Odegaard, I don't know, man. We didn't do a Atalanta review, right? Bro, that game, I swear to God, man, I was done. I was so fucking fed up, bro.
That was disgusting.
Bro.
That was
It
absolutely
was a
disgusting.
terrible, terrible performance. Like, we couldn't make simple passes. I was like, what is going on here? It was like, one of those bouncy balls you get as a kid.
Yeah, it was, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's like the ball was just bouncing around, like
game,
off their feet. It's like, bro, just control it and pass it off.
But it was the thing is, it was weird because Declan Rice wasn't doing his normal runs. You know, when he just gets the ball and he just runs into the
no,
attack.
like what Calafiori was doing when he came on.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said, and listen, I called this before he even started for the Man City game, and Ash can attest to that. That what he done in that game showed me he deserves to start, bro. He deserves to start that game against Manchester City. And I think for now, I think we found our back line for now.
Yeah.
Ben White, I understand your we just need to let's just see how this works for a bit. It's all interchangeable.
He's amazing. He's amazing depth still, right?
And
so
right
if we're
now,
playing Bolton, play him against Bolton.
This is the thing though. Ben White is currently injured. He's carrying something, and they said they didn't want to use him. And Ash, you told me that it was a tactical change. It wasn't a tactical change. He had him on the bench because he was forced to put him on the bench because he didn't want to put more kids on the bench.
Man, I feel he just said that. I don't know if that's true because
he said
him playing
himself.
Timber versus Doku makes sense, bro.
He said it himself. He said that it was they had to make the change, but they were forced.
Okay, so I guess Arteta then fluked a good decision. I think he fluked a good decision by that logic.
There was an injury, but they didn't want to bring him on in the second half.
Just got lucky, Ashraf.
Generally, that means Arteta got lucky with he got very lucky then, because there is no question that Timber is a better one-on-one defender versus Doku than Ben White. And we all knew Ben White had a bad game against Spurs. Not a bad game, but he didn't have his best game. And someone like Doku can skin him again and again. And
that was his worst. That performance against Spurs was one of his worst.
And Timber is someone who quietened the living hell out of Doku. I swear to God, I was actually quite upset when Doku went out because I'm like, damn, man, we just lost a liability for City. And they bring even though they brought Foden, but he was a liability because Doku had Timber had his number. So if what Arteta is saying was not just for press, and if it wasn't a tactical change, then I guess Arteta was just fluked choice.
Yeah, honestly, that's the only thing that I worry about with White. It's like sometimes he just gets caught on those one-on-ones, I still like him as a player. Great squad depth. You know what I mean? Play him in the cups. Play him in certain games like Leicester. Play him. I don't care. You know what I mean? But in the big games, you have to start with this back line, man. You have to start with this back line. Especially when you know they have like wingers that can get at you one-on-one. They can dribble past you very easily. You got to start these guys. You have
and
to.
especially with Calafiori and his Sorry, I know you're going to talk about that, Rash. Rash.
I'll actually let you finish.
I know you're going to talk about it, but I just wanted to say it now because my friend from work's called Rash, so it's literally the same, bro. But also there's one thing about Calafiori which is very important, is that when Calafiori is on that left back position, he's very different to. It's very different to what Zinchenko was doing or what Timber does from that left back position. Calafiori is super attacking. He is like, and he's not attacking in regards to let me come in and just be in the midfield and try and look all saucy and get the ball and do it. He'll go right next to Martinelli. Give me the ball if you need help. I'm here. Give me the ball. Let me offer you that support. That's why I think him and Merino on that left side is going to be absolutely.
Here we go. Martinelli propaganda.
Martinelli's gonna work. Yes, the man.
Gonna be, bro. It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
All he needs is Merino and California to start, and then he's cooking.
Well, the next thing he's gonna say is that Fabio's gonna come back from his loan and is gonna play the Odegaard position.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the next thing he's gonna say.
By the way, that Calafiori goal though is the goal of the season for me.
Come on.
The way he took it first time, and it's curling away. Like, oh my god, bro!
Even just the way he hit it. And bro, some people were saying, "Yo, no, he meant to cross that." Bro, did you see him reeling away as he shot the goal? He knew he was going in. He literally knew he was going in, dude.
Only one person I heard saying he meant to cross it, and I don't even want to like mention his name because he was like a barking dog with like syphilis. I don't know, like on one of the shows. It's just, bro, it's proper hatred, man. It's just proper like super
dog whisperer.
Yeah. But yeah, look, Ravi. By the way, I understand what you're saying, because maybe if he kept Saka on, because Saka can defend. We've seen it. Saka can do the defensive work, and maybe he would have been a better outlet defense going forward. But I also understand why Arteta did this, right? Because Arteta probably felt someone has to come on for Ben White because I need to shore up the defense, which by the way worked, right? Because for the entire second half, we didn't concede until that last second, right? And if you have to take someone out, and I said this to Saad as well in the watch along, I wouldn't take out Havertz because Havertz can hold on to the ball. He won a lot of these aerial duels. I know he couldn't complete a pass, fair enough. People want to make a mockery out of that with Haaland, with Havertz and Timber. But the reality is he was still helping us win some of the aerial duels. He was still helping us add that pressure. He still helps us defend the corners, which is extremely important.
He's a lot more physical.
Havertz was also an absolute shithouse, bro, and I can rate that.
Yeah,
bro. I like.
100%.
Yeah, oh, for sure. We've missed these kind of players, you know.
Exactly.
We haven't had these kind of players for a long
Havertz.
ass time.
Yeah, so taking him was going to be a stupid mistake. And the only other option was Martinelli. The reason why I don't think he would have taken Martinelli, because in my opinion, Martinelli was better in the first half than Bukayo Saka. And also Martinelli has better pace than Saka, which means Arteta probably thought, if I do get a chance to counter, Martinelli is my best shot. I know Kyle Walker locked him up and he didn't get that chance, but Arteta probably thought that the best chance for me to counter is with Martinelli. So I don't think Arteta did a bad decision there, in my opinion. Like almost paid off the way.
Same, and the other thing is, like, especially with the amount that we play Saka, it's probably better for him to be off, you know?
Yeah.
Just keep Martinelli on. And it's like you said, that's exactly the reason where it's like, okay, maybe if we do get one or two chances to counter, imagine this, bro. Imagine this.
He deserves it. Wait, is he a Tottenham fan? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's a Tottenham fan.
Like, is that? Oh, I thought that was just a joke. I thought that was just a joke, man.
Bro, did you guys see the fight or not?
100% I saw the fight, bro. I was live, bro.
Bro, that KO was that KO was so.
Bro, do you see when he was trying to get up, bro, and his head said, nah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You're staying down. You've got
last 2 seconds. Last 2 seconds, he wanted to do a Tyson Fury, but he failed, bro. Wallah, he failed, bro.
Bro, it genuinely came out of nowhere because if Joshua had the momentum, He was going at him, and I was like, shit, is he gonna knock him out now? Then, I like that because anyone who chats a lot of shit, I love when they get like just sucker punch like that. But
Yeah, same. That video lives rent free in my head now.
yeah.
You know
I
that,
saw that.
you know that video where he's sitting there and he's like, "Oh no, don't make me slap this chair around your face." I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you
I don't
look like
take
a fool
disrespect
now.
lightly. I don't take disrespect lightly. Shut the hell up.
You sound like a you
Hell
look
up, man.
stupid.
It sound
You
like a
look
bitch.
stupid on the internet.
As if you're undefeated, as if you haven't lost like fights already, like before. Get the hell out of here.
You know
bro.
what's
Don't
the
make-
funniest thing? He's actually a really nice person, and the fact that he's trying to act like really hard and really, you know what I'm saying?
It looks fake.
Makes it look so fake, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how
I didn't know he was a Spurs fan. Generally, I thought that picture was just Photoshop.
No,
I didn't know he
is-
was
he
an
is a
actual
Spurs
Spurs fan.
No, exactly.
Yeah, well, then he deserves it. He deserves it.
Yeah, 100%. But anyway, listen, lads, I'm gonna end it there, bro. Big up to everybody who has been in here, man. Everybody who has joined us. Just to answer this question, bro, I think he left Martinelli on because Martinelli has the pace. You need your fastest player when you're playing that kind of football. If you're gonna kick it over or you're gonna try and get through, you need your fastest player on there, and Martinelli is much faster than Saka. It's just that simple. That's my point to it. But anyway, guys, we're gonna leave it there. Peace out to everybody who is watching. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Big up to Ash. Big up to T. Big up to Guru, and big up to Martin for joining me on this stream. We are out of here. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, people. Love for the love. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Some of these guys might be here. I don't know, but we're gonna be back tomorrow for the preview for the Bolton game. Ash doesn't respect the competition, so
No.
Ash. Oh, Guru's back. Big up Guru.
Lost it for a second.
we're
there.
not-
And you don't
We're-
respect Bolton, bro. The heritage.
No,
know
but
No.
you
I
know
don't
what?
respect the League
He
Cup.
doesn't. He doesn't respect the competition.
I want to
so-
see Skelly and Heaven and all these guys start tomorrow. Like genuinely, like for me, especially now, like with Odegaard and Merino out, the last thing I want is our main guy starting.
Waneri needs to start. Like if he doesn't start, then
Waneri
I don't
for
know. Like yeah.
He
Yeah,
must.
yeah,
He must. Start.
Waneri,
Anyway, let's save it.
Kivior,
Let's save it.
Yeah.
Let's save it for
Sterling.
Let's save it for the thing. I'm gonna force Ash to come into that thing. He is gonna come to that preview at least because he's not gonna join me on the
Oh.
watch along. So he's gonna come to the preview at least, guys. Don't worry, he's gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
I
a favor.
genuinely might not be there, but because I actually might have something tomorrow. Wallahi, it's not a lie. Qasam billah. Wallahi, it's actually not a lie. I genuinely might not be able to make it
Bro,
tomorrow.
he's done
I'm
too many shows with you, bro. He's sick of you, bro. You see that? You know what
Nah,
I'm
bro. What the hell? I'm never sick of Sad. Sad is the one guy I can never get sick of.
Yes.
My brother.
We don't care.
We don't care. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna use the other one. I thought you were gonna use the donkey one. That would be fire.
Nah,
Bro, I'll be there if
listen.
you need someone. Just let me know.
Nah, 100%. I know you guys are gonna be there, bro. But this fraud.
What do you mean? Maybe I have
yeah.
something to do as well, Saad.
What the hell? Why you?
There you are. There
Why you
are.
assuming?
There
When
you
you
are.
assume, it makes an ass of you and you. Just you and
Actually-
you. Come on, Sad.
Actually, it's not. It makes an ass out of you and you. The
I
actual
know that.
saying.
It's a joke. Oh
The
my
actual
God.
saying.
It's you
the
and
actual
me. I
saying-
understand. It was a
No,
joke. I was doing
no.
it.
Do you know
I
what
was-
the actual
I was
say?
trying to say that you are the only ass here. That's it. That was a joke. But
Can
okay,
I
fair
just
enough.
land?
Yes,
The
land.
saying in England
crash
is
landing.
assumption is the mother of all fuck ups. That's the assumption. Bro.
That is so
That's
cringe
the
and
saying.
lame, bro.
Anyway,
so-
listen,
I
this
feel
is-
enlightened
guys,
right now, bro.
guys. Plot twist: Ash turns up to the watch along, and this is me and him throughout the whole. watch along.
انت اللي بدأت انا اخرس لا يا انت اللي بدأت يا شاكر انت اللي شاكر يا اخوان انت اللي بدأت لا يا انت اللي بدأت يا سامي لا
Bro,
Big up.
I want to ask one thing about that clip, bro. He says shackle. Does that mean move away?
No. His name is Shakir. He's like Shakir.
Oh.
He's the actual name of the guy. Big up to the
Yeah.
Jordanian.
What-
Big up to the Jordanian TV, bro. The news channel.
Bro, what I always think when I see the clip is how cheap is that furniture?
Yeah, bro.
Some old
Yeah,
guy-
no, bro, that's literally what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
like, what kind of shitty ass furniture are you using for this
Bro,
kind of show? Like,
Well, it
It's
looks nice though,
crazy,
right? Like it
bro.
looks nice from the outside, but it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
what is it made out
Bro,
of?
it looks like a
Bro.
movie set, bro. You know what I'm saying? Made of paper.
Listen, they glued it, bro. They glued it together, bro. So it was the
Crazy.
shitty glue, bro. Do you know what I mean? It just ripped apart, bro. But anyway, peace out, people. We out. Latest, people.